continuing on with this Shop My Stash slash look with the Shop My Stash items, and now I'm going to do a mini review of the Shop My Stash items. So yesterday I filmed the video, but I wasn't able to give you guys a review or give you all a review of the products that I used in the Shop My Stash. So first up, we're going to review the Gucci Mattifying Primer Shine Control. I've been using this since I hauled it a few months back for a sale. I believe I purchased this one, and I really do like it. I love that the packaging is very luxe. It has some weight to it. It has some gold writing on it. It's like a yellow ivory kind of shade in packaging, and I really do like how it performs on my oily skin. I will insert some product shots as well, some product video that I took of the product so you can see it a little bit more close up, because I do know my lights are probably washing it out a bit. But I did love this Gucci primer. I have been using it since that video, so it's not brand new out the packaging, but because it was so expensive, I wanted to definitely test it out before that expiration of return or exchange came about. So love this. So if you're very oily skin or in your T-zone oily skin, I would definitely pick up this Gucci Mattifying Shine Control Primer. I didn't use any new brow products this time around. Before I incorporate any new brow products, I am going to wait until I do the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty haul. I was supposed to do it Saturday, but unfortunately Ulta lost one of my packages that was supposed to be delivered on Friday, and I probably won't get it for another 7 to 10 business days. So I apologize about the delay in that video. As soon as I get those products, I will definitely film that video. I'm thinking about still filming it, but maybe just insert like snapshots of the product from their website. So we may do it that way. Let's just say that. But next up, I have the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. This is very light coverage, so I do have to build it, and I tried using it with a brush, and I still had to apply like 2.5 layers and concealer to cover up my blemishes. So it worked well, but it's too much building for me. But because I've used it, I'm going to go ahead and keep using it. I'll probably just use this for filming, just because it's just too much of a hassle to take it back. It was like $14 or $12 to $14. So I'm just going to use it for filming when I film videos and I'm not doing like product reviews, or I'm not doing like a wear test. Then I can definitely use this particular tinted serum and just add some concealer with it to get that full coverage look, and then set it with like a powder foundation, which is what I did today. Next, let's see which way are we going to go. Let's go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Novo palette. I really am a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know, they're OG line, so since I got into makeup, I've been using them. So I really always race to buy their palettes, and I haven't bought palettes in a long time. So when this one came out, I'm like, oh, that's right up my alley. You can glam this palette up. You can use it for every day. You can also use it for like a wedding or events. I love that these metallic shimmers are easy to apply. You don't need to spray your brush. You don't need to use your finger. You don't need to use a special primer. I just use concealer as a primer. I set it with some setting powder, and all the colors blended well, applied well. And I had put this on my lid yesterday, and everything worked great. This shade Muse I used as a liner. It didn't irritate my eyes in no way, which is very odd for an eyeshadow formula for me, because my eyes are very sensitive. So a lot of eyeshadows irritate my eyes. I didn't get any of that from none of the shades I used in this palette, and I've created like 3 or 4 different looks. I have it on my eyes today. I used the shade Fleur, and performed great. I have the gold shade Isle, I-S-L-E, and my inner tear duct, and this is a one eyeshadow look. that I have on my eyes, but you'll think maybe I used 2 or 3 shades, but I used 1 eyeshadow. So, and I used the Mousse as a liner. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Love the packaging. Is a little bit easy to keep clean. This is definitely a palette I would travel with. I will keep in my everyday staples. This will be eyeshadow I would keep in my staples. If you do event makeup or wedding makeup, this is one I would pick up. This is one I would pick up. So let's continue on with our next product. Is the Sephora Micro Smooth Enchant palette. And I'm not a fan of these kinds of blushes, like the real pinky blushes, but this one is very pigmented. I have it on my cheeks today, and it's very pigmented. I did use the next item we were going to talk about, jewelry, and this is the Blush Bouquet Duo palette. So we're going to talk about them both at the same time. Oh, got it upside down. Love this packaging by Jouer, but these blushes are a little bit light, but I used it to tone down the blush in the Sephora Enchant palette. So worked great together, which I will use the Jouer palette to tone down a blush that is like just too pigmented for me, or it's not the look I'm going for, and you want to sort of create a different shade with the brush without totally changing the formulation. This will be good. It blended in well with another blush, very smooth, set well, lasted all day, and then I even touched just to add a little highlight with this shade called Hold Me, which is, let me make sure I'm doing it right, Adore Me, Hold Me. So this is Hold Me, this is Hold Me, this is Adore Me. Love both of these. Now if you want some highlight, you want to be gleaming, these highlights in this Sephora Enchant palette are bomb. The bronzer sort of helped me tone down a darker bronzer, but so that wasn't dark enough for even my skin tone, and I'm on the like mid side of, or lighter side of African American skin, and it still didn't show up that well on my skin, but I used it to tone down a darker bronzer, and it worked great. So I recommend both of these products. Very great. Just one is too light for me. I wish Jouer would make more woman of color friendly shades. Next, we're going to talk about the Pat McGrath Labs Medium Skin Finish Blurring Under Eye Powder. It did blur your under eyes, but it gives you more of a highlight under your eyes. So I did go back with my setting powder just to tone down that highlight, because the highlight looked like more of a cheek highlight instead of an under eye matte or smooth highlight. So I'm still playing around with this. This is the first time that I use this product, so I'm going to keep trying it and see if it maybe was just the tinted moisturizer or tinted serum, or the concealer that I used. And the concealer that I used yesterday, because I didn't have a highlight concealer, was the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Walnut, which this is one of my favorite concealers. It usually goes with any product setting powder. So I'm not sure if just this formulation and it didn't blend well, so it made it look more like a face highlight. But I'm going to give it some more time and try it again once we put it into our regular rotation of makeup for the Shop My Stash. But I just thought that I will give you guys a quick first impressions review of this particular product. And again, this is the Pat McGrath Medium Skin, the shade is Medium Skin Fetish Blurring Under Eye Powder. So next, let's get into pressed powder. And I use, this one is the Lip Bar Finishing Powder in the shade Golden Girl. I had filmed some testing new makeup videos. I filmed like 2 of them, and I didn't like how they came out. So this is not my exact first time trying this, and the way that it applied to those 2 looks I didn't like, but when I applied it to the look yesterday and today, I really do like it. It does have a little bit more of a warm undertone for my particular skin tone, but for this particular serum and then the foundation that I used that particular day I tried it, which one I believe was this Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation, it went very, very well. So I'm going to keep using it. It sets down well, and it gave me a nice little bit of coverage. So I would say this is like light to medium coverage. This is not a full coverage pressed powder, which is normally what I go for, but it does get the job done. So I will probably use this more so when I'm filming. I'm gonna try it one day when I really go out. I have tried it those 2 times that I'm telling you about, that I tried to film with it and the video just didn't come out the way I wanted. It did look good, but I'm gonna try it with one of my full glam foundations and looks and see how that really goes. But so far I'm gonna give it a mild thumbs up. Then we have the Huda Beauty faux filter concealers. Again, I had tried these 2 concealers in previous videos I tried to film. They never got uploaded because I didn't like how they came out. But I do like these concealers. They are not full coverage, so I had to apply them like 2 times. And they give you a luminous finish. Smooth luminous, not glowy luminous. So when it said that it's like a luminous but matte finish, I'm a little confused. But then when I thought about it and used them, oh, okay, I get it. So it gives you like that highlight look finish, but it doesn't give you face highlight look finish. So I do like these. You just have to, for me in the coverage, I just have to do 2 applications versus 1. But I did get the shades 742, 0742, and 0752. So 0742 is my highlight shade. 0752 is my face shade to conceal out any dark marks. So I'm going to say I like these. I like these because I am a fan of Huda Beauty face products. Next, in no particular order, let's talk about mascara. So recently purchased the Milk Kush mascara. And this got some weight on it, but I love it. I used it today. It does make it look like I have some like thin falsies on. And I like it. I like the formula. It doesn't clunk up. Yesterday, you know how a couple hours later it clunks up and start falling off and getting all over your face. This did not do that. I really do like this mascara. I hauled it, but this was my first time using it was with you all. And I do like it. So I would suggest this Milk Makeup Kush mascara. I definitely really like this already out the gate. So after this video, we're going to go ahead and put this into our regular mascara rotation because I just finished 2 mascaras, so I'm going to incorporate 2 new ones. So love it. Then next for a concealer, I tried the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer and I got my exact face shade, the shade Caramel. And I really did like this concealer to work with this L'Oreal True Match Tinted Serum. Went very well, helped me put some more coverage to this serum. It set well with the lip bar pressed powder and it didn't move when I applied my bronzer, my blush, and my highlight. So I really do like this particular concealer. It is a little costly for the size. However, if you're willing to splurge a little bit or the next sale, and Milk has sales too. They usually, I caught a 25% off sale when I bought this. So their sale is a lot better than even the Sephora sale. I would pick this up, especially if you're looking to build up coverage of a foundation and you don't want to mix. Love this. Love this. So definitely would suggest this off my first impressions. Next, we're going to talk about the Huda Beauty Lip Contour. And yesterday you'll see me like the video abruptly like maybe stopped or transitioned into another clip of the video. I do not like these lip contour pencils. At least this one, maybe I got a dud. It was super hard to sharpen. It didn't glide on smooth. And I can see why they're clearance. I don't remember Huda Beauty lip liners being this difficult to apply and the lack of quality when she first released these years ago when her line first came out. But if this is a formula now, I would not be buying this again. I'm going to use this up and get rid of it. And I'm glad I got this on clearance for $4 or $5 because it's not even worth $1 to me. So I have some ColourPop lip liners that, honey, good. And they twist up. You don't have to deal with the hassle of sharpening them, okay? So this is a thumbs down for me. I would not purchase this. I would not repurchase. I just don't recommend it. And this one is in the shade Vixen. Continuing on, I did use the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick highlighter, and I love her stick products because her packaging is super elegant. It's so crisp, easy to keep clean, and they come with a brush on one side. Brush, you can use this because she has some blushes like this too, stick blushes, and I love it. I love them. This is in the shade Iced Out. I used it today. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Don't go too heavy-handed though if you don't want to be gleaming, because it will have you all the way gleaming. I would even use this on my décolleté, and they do last a nice little bit. Then we used a product that I've used before, but it's still fairly new to my collection, so I wanted to get some more use out of it, and it's the LYS setting powder, and this is a translucent shade. Loved it. It comes across white on your brush, but when you go to put it on your face, it doesn't stay that way. Now, I have not tested it with like camera flashback, but however, I've been using it on and off since it came into my collection. It has worked well with many foundations, many concealers, and I'm going to keep trying it until I see if it's going to interact with something, but it's great so far. I love it. Would definitely recommend the LYS translucent setting powder, and I am now a LYS brand ambassador, so you'll be seeing a lot more LYS products. And I love the brand anyway, even if I wasn't an ambassador. A lot of the products, all the products I have so far from LYS, I purchased with my own money. So, and I love the products. It's an affordable line, a clean line, and it's great for oily skin, and all the products that I've liked. All of the products I've liked. So, all right, continuing on, I have the NYX or the NYX Bear With Me Cannabis Sativa Brow Setter, and I tried it, and so far, so good. Now, it's not as good as the NYX, the brow glue. It's not as good as this. However, it is okay, though. It is okay. But I still prefer the brow glue. So if you just want to try it, which I was just curious because of the name, so I was just curious to try something different, I would still give it a try. It's not bad for the price, but I still am more of a fan of the what is this one called again? The brow glue. Now, my all-time favorite is the Patrick Ta Lamination Brow Gel. This is my all-time favorite. This is my all-time favorite, which they keep running out of stock. So during the next Sephora sale, I'm probably going to buy 2, because now that's my jam right there. That's for real my jam. Now, continuing on, I have the ColourPop Luxe Liquid Lipstick. And I'm telling you right now, I do not like the formula. Packaging is cute. Shade is Penny Pincher, but I do not like the formula. It is very moussey, but then it doesn't stay on your lips, and it doesn't apply well. Even if you build it up, it does not apply well. So this will be one of those products I'm going to use a couple times around the house, and then I'm pitching it. No, don't waste your money. No. Next is the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Alcohol Free Long Lasting Setting Spray. I did use this yesterday, used it today, and my makeup did stay on for, I only had my makeup on yesterday for probably like 5 or 6 hours, and I didn't get oily. I didn't need to blot, which is unusual, and it worked very well. I was only at the time able to get my hands on a travel size, which is fine because I have a ton of setting sprays, so this will do me fine. I did have the opportunity at one point to get the larger size, but I kept like, no, don't impulse buy, you know, this and that. But this worked good, so the travel size is fine for me, honey. Good for me. And let me see if I got through everything. One more product, the LYS No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick. This bronzer did not come to play. It just didn't come to play. I loved it. Used it today. I went light. I have 2 of these bronzers. It is ridiculously creamy. It is comparable to the Rare Beauty bronzer stick. It is comparable. So I'm going to try to do a comparison video comparing those two, because they're comparable in price as well. But I love the packaging. And I love how easy it is to use and travel with, but it is super creamy. It's like that milk chocolate smooth kind of creamy. So I love that it's triangle, so you can get the peaks of your face, those key points that you want to contour or bronze. And I love it. I definitely loved it. I'm glad I got it. This was in the shade that I used. Courage, which is a tan shade, it says. I think I have the other shade I have is Harmony, I want to say. But I love this. This is going into rotation right now, honey. Right now. And let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. I think that's everything that I tried yesterday for this first edition of the Shop My Stashes. You will be getting a daily Shop My Stash with a little bit of a makeup application and reviews at the end so that you can see if you want to go out and get these products or add them to your list for the next Sephora sale coming up the end of October, beginning of November, which I have already started to build my list. So if you guys want to see what I'm putting on my list when it's done, thumbs up this video, leave a comment down below. Let's get engaged in the comment section. And if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see all you beauties in the next Caramel Curls 15 video. Bye.